Have you ever noticed how people sometimes only start paying attention to something after it's gone? It's like when you put down a toy and suddenly everyone else wants to play with it. This isn't just something that happens with toys, it's something that happens in relationships too. There might be a girl who never seemed to care about you until the moment you stopped caring about her. Suddenly she's interested, and you start wondering why. In life, people often take things for granted thinking they'll always be there. But when something or someone they took for granted is no longer available, they realize what they lost. This can be confusing and frustrating, especially when it happens in a relationship. You might feel like you weren't valued when you cared the most, and now that you've moved on, she's trying to win you back. Today we'll explore 5 clear signs that she only wants you when you no longer want her. These signs can help you understand what's really going on, so you can make better choices for yourself. Remember, it's important to be with someone who values you all the time, not just when they feel like they're losing you. Let's dive into these 5 signs. 1. She suddenly becomes interested in your life. When you were trying to get her attention, it seemed like she hardly noticed you. But now that you've stopped caring, she's suddenly interested in everything you're doing. She might start asking questions about your day, your hobbies, and the things that make you happy. This sudden interest can be surprising, especially if she wasn't like this before. This behavior often happens because she realizes she's losing your attention. When you were focused on her, she might have felt secure, thinking you'd always be there. But now that you're not chasing her, she's worried and wants to pull you back in. It's like she's trying to get back what she didn't appreciate before. It's important to recognize that this kind of interest might not be genuine. Instead of caring about you for who you are, she might be more interested in the fact that you're no longer interested in her. It's a way of making sure she still has control over the situation. So think carefully about whether her newfound interest is really about you, or if it's just because she doesn't want to lose your attention. 2. She starts making more effort to be around you. When you were showing interest, she might have seemed too busy or unavailable, but now that you've backed off, she suddenly has all the time in the world for you. She might start showing up at places she knows you'll be or making excuses to spend time with you. This sudden change can make you wonder why she's so eager now. This change often happens because she realizes that she might be losing you. When you were chasing her, she didn't feel the need to make an effort because she knew you were there. But now that you've pulled away, she's afraid of losing the attention she once took for granted. So she starts putting in more effort to keep you close. However, it's important to think about whether her efforts are sincere. Is she really interested in spending time with you, or is she just trying to regain control? If someone only makes an effort when they're afraid of losing you, it might not be true affection. Make sure that any relationship you're in is based on mutual respect and genuine care, not just the fear of losing something. 3. She compliments you more often. When you were trying to get her attention, compliments might have been rare, but now that you've stopped chasing her, she suddenly can't stop telling you how great you are. She might compliment your looks, your personality, or the things you do. These compliments can make you feel good, but they can also be confusing. This sudden flood of compliments often happens because she realizes she's losing something valuable. When you were focused on her, she didn't feel the need to praise you because she knew you were already interested. But now that you've stepped back, she's trying to win you over by making you feel special again. It's important to be cautious with these compliments. While it's nice to hear positive things about yourself, think about why she's saying them now. Is it because she genuinely appreciates you, or is she trying to get you back under her control? A healthy relationship should be built on consistent appreciation and respect, not just on compliments that come when someone feels like they're losing you. 4. She gets jealous. When you talked to other girls before, when you were giving her all your attention, she might not have seemed to care if you talked to other girls. But now that you've moved on, she suddenly gets jealous whenever you're around someone else. She might start asking questions about who you're spending time with, or showing signs of irritation when you're with other girls. This jealousy usually happens because she realizes she's losing the attention she once had. When you were focused on her, she felt secure and didn't worry about competition. But now that you're not chasing her, she's afraid someone else might take her place, and that makes her want you even more. However, jealousy is not always a sign of true affection. Sometimes it's just about wanting to keep control. If she only shows interest when she feels threatened by other girls, it's important to ask yourself if she really cares about you, or if she just doesn't want to lose your attention. A relationship should be based on trust and mutual respect, not on jealousy and control. 5. She tries to rekindle old memories. When you were showing interest, she might not have cared much about the good times you shared. But now that you've moved on, she suddenly brings up old memories, hoping to remind you of the connection you once had. She might talk about fun times you spent together or things you used to do as a way to draw you back in. This tactic often happens because she realizes that the connection you had is slipping away. When you were focused on her, she didn't feel the need to hold on to those memories because she thought you'd always be there. But now that you've distanced yourself, she's trying to use the past to reignite your interest. It's important to consider whether these memories are being brought up for the right reasons. Is she genuinely missing the bond you had? Or is she just trying to keep you from moving on? A healthy relationship should be about building a future together, not just clinging to the past when things don't go her way. Understanding these signs can help you see when someone might only want you because they're afraid of losing your attention. It's important to be with someone who values you for who you are, not just when they feel like they're losing control. Remember, a strong relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine care for each other. Don't settle for someone who only realizes your worth when you no longer want them. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced someone showing interest only after you lost interest in them? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Thanks for watching, and remember, you deserve someone who values you all the time, not just when they feel like they're losing you.